Apples in 1880s Ohio were an important crop, with many area farms having orchards of an acre or more. One common method of preserving the harvest was making apple butter or apple sauce. When the fruit ripened in the fall, families and friends gathered to begin sorting, peeling, coring, and chopping. As they prepared the apples, they visited, talking over news of the days, weeks, or even months since they had last seen each other. The cut apples were then put in a large copper kettle, and the stirring began. To keep them from burning, they were stirred, and stirred, and stirred. When they finally cooked down, they were removed from the fire. At this point, some of the mixture was scooped out and canned as applesauce. The remains were cooked down until thickened, at which time the appropriate spices are added, and this sweet treat was stored in jars until needed. Making cider was another way of preserving apples. This was usually done in the orchard, as it made collecting the fruit easier. As families picked, hauled, and ground the apples, they shared stories. When the press basket was full, it was moved under a large screw. This applied the pressure needed to squeeze all the liquid out of the pomace, or crushed apples. Bushel after bushel would be fed through the mill and then stored in barrels. Some of this was consumed as sweet cider. Some was allowed to ferment into hard cider, and some was turned into apple cider vinegar, which was used to pickle and preserve other food. Today, some families still gather to make apple butter and apple cider. Others honor this tradition by visiting a local orchard to pick their own apples each fall. And some families and groups come out to Slate Run to sample heritage apples, apple butter, and apple cider. Thanks to all visitors and volunteers who contribute each year to preserving the harvest.